Let's talk a little bit about automation because I always feel like automation has become a way of birds flocking together, and people are able to be in ecosystems, whether it be Salesforce or Marketo, HubSpot. There's this ecosystem of knowledge and understanding, and then you've got this long tail of apps that kind of come into that. And of course, data is very much important and relevant in that discussion. But it seems like automation should not be the way in which you define your strategy. It should be a strategy that can be supported by automation. But it's so difficult and complicated to run a marketing automation system and to do outreach, both inbound and outbound capabilities without automation in place. So how do you work with clients to make sure they're not doing the cart before the horse?
That's a great question. And it's $1 million question because it depends on your stage of growth. If you are a very early stage company, you're basically prematurely optimizing. Paul Graham has a wonderful essay on that. You have to do things in a startup that don't scale. They're messy, they're ugly, you're working in an Excel spreadsheet because the tool is never the problem. And I apologize to your listeners who run B2B technology companies. I love your products. I'm a technology nerd and I love to use tech tools. But in the end, the tool is not the problem. It's always the process and the people. And the tool has to match that. And so I often say, wait as long as you can. Wait until you can almost not stand it anymore before you go, because the pain has to be so great that when you finally go to implement the product, it will be easier. And even still, it wasn't easy. I drink my own champagne, as it were. I did this in my own company. As we were growing, we did not have a project management tool. Like we didn't use Asana or anything. We were small, and then we started growing rapidly. And we had tested some out over the years, and they're complicated. You set up any of them, ClickUp, Asana, Zoho. You're changing anything about your process. So I had us hold off and hold off and hold off until it was obvious, so obvious that we were just in confusion and stuff was getting dropped. And even then, I tell you, it took over a year, and we were a small company. Tiny, 20 people, getting people to use ClickUp, getting it installed properly. And so if we had not had that sort of communal desire to make a change, people would have fought it, and they still fought it, even knowing that they wanted to do it. And so, I can rant on this for a second, again, with apologies to some of your listeners, but I do think vendors have oversold these solutions to CEOs as technology is the solution to a people problem. And I would say to the CEO, or the CMO, get the people and process aligned first, then look for the tool.
Supercharge your sales pipeline with InsightUp. With our InCapture platform driven by predictive AI and our expert team, we deliver pipeline to spend ratios exceeding 7x. Let us be your partner in achieving rapid pipeline growth. Visit www.insightUp.com. Let us meet to schedule a meeting.